The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
On today's show, the Badgers extend their home winning streak to 20 games with a 31-14 victory against Illinois. We'll hear from several of the Badger players, including Devin Smith, who recorded the first interception of the year for Wisconsin. Also hear from Jared Abrederis and James White. We'll give you a taste of some of the pregame festivities, specifically Badgerville. And of course, we'll sit down with head coach Bret Bielema. All that coming up on the Badger Sports Report.
Gordon wide to the right, James White, the running back. Gordon motions to the left. They'll fake the sweep to him. Play fake stop. He has a man wide open. He throws deep down the middle. Abrederis got it. 15. Slanting right. 10. 5. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Stavi to Abrederis. 59 yards. 23-7. The Badgers.
Yeah, I mean, when you've been running the ball, cracking the safeties a lot, you know, they just kind of, when they see you come in, they think you're going to crack them. And I was able to get behind the safety, and the cornerback was, you know, I think he was filling, you know, because he thought I was going to crack. So I was pretty wide open, and Stavi, you know, threw a great ball.
It feels great to fake a handoff and turn around and see him 10 yards open down the field. So that's, you know, that's a lot on him, running a good route, being fast enough to get on top of those guys, and just my job to get it out there.
Ball high step to the 5. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Off by Taylor. 40, 45, 50. Fires picked off. Borland with room. 40. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, James White. The Wisconsin Badgers are headed to Pasadena. There it is. Ron Dames in zone. Abrederis. He has it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And it's intercepted by Shelton Johnson.
The Badger Sports Report with Bret Bielema is brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, Coca-Cola, Charter Communications, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, Hyundai, Adidas, and UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
These are the heavyweights, the visionaries, the A-listers. These are the people inventing the technologies and establishing the protocols for treatments that don't yet exist. This is who you turn to when no one else seems to have the answer. These are the world-class physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the University of Wisconsin. UW Health. Remarkable.
Lab report says epibetadine.
What's epibetadine?
No idea. You need to go on the DA. We need a warrant to hold Salazar.
He's where? Machu Picchu? Where's Machu Picchu?
Sounds like a sneeze.
Where am I ever going to find a laundromat around here?
Experience the speed of Charter with all your devices on the nation's fastest internet.
Hello, may I start?
Special, medium, water, lemon, 3 ice cubes. Thank you. Less, more, no, perfect. No, that guy.
Hi.
No.
Hello.
No.
Hi.
Yes. I'll take the Elantra, please.
Great. Which one?
An easy decision just got harder. Sorry about that. The Elantra, now also available in Coupe and GT. From Hyundai.
Ah, the workout is over. Time to recover, refuel, and re-energize. Recent studies suggest that one drink can help muscles recover faster than other leading sports drinks. Delicious, nutritious chocolate milk. With its powerful package of protein, potassium, calcium, and 6 other essential nutrients, shouldn't chocolate milk be your choice? Got chocolate milk?
Had the makings of another down-to-the-wire game, but Wisconsin scores 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and ends up pulling away from Illinois 31-14, 20 straight now at home. That's don't underestimate that. Boy, you know better than I do how hard it is to win. That's a heck of a streak you have.
Yeah, we've been able to play well here at home, obviously, and our kids really buy into protecting the turf. And I think in the first half we didn't really hit rhythm. There's some good things that happened. Defensively, we obviously gave up the touchdown, but it was after our turnover on offense. So what I knew today, we were going to play a 4-quarter game. I was pretty sure of that, and the way our guys closed it out really makes you feel good leaving the field.
I know one of the things you talked about even at the half, you wanted to clean up with the penalties. A couple of big ones there that hurt, obviously.
Yeah, I really, the one that was really disturbing was the one when we had a nice run and got called back on a chop block. And we've been doing that play for 7 years. I mean, there isn't anything illegal about what happened there, so we're going to have to make sure we're on the same page with the officials moving forward. But on the flip side of it, I think we knew in the first half in the locker room that, hey, we just got to start playing clean, do it without penalties, and we can make some good things happen.
It was 7-7 at the half. A big play. It was about 3rd and 8, and then Stavi and James White. Boy, that's one you circle in a 31-14 game. That was a huge play.
Huge play, A, because it's 3rd and long. B, they were bringing pressure. They were able to. They knew Joel. You got a rookie quarterback. I understand it. People are going to try to heat us up, but a couple critical blocks down the field by our O-lineman. I think I saw Travis Frederick out there, maybe Matthias, and obviously James did a nice job of setting it up, and then really showed some speed to pull away from those guys.
Kurt Phillips got in the game. Tell us the thought process behind that, and then we'll just talk about Kurt a little
Well, for the last 4 weeks for sure, we've been practicing that package. Kurt looks really good at it and has performed well. Obviously, we didn't execute it as cleanly as we'd like there. It came up 1st down, 2nd down, then put Joel in for the 3rd down. He got hit. I don't think he saw the play. The guy was open and he got hit, so the ball sailed. But Kurt's a valuable part of this team. He's a guy that we have a lot of trust and a lot of faith in, and unfortunately he hasn't had his chance, and it's looked good during the course of the week. So I know offensively they came with a plan to go with him on the 3rd series, so they did it, and obviously it didn't work out well.
But you know what? It's a great story that he got back on the field. The odds were against him. That many knee surgeries and a guy who came here as somebody who thought, wow, he could really be something, but the perseverance really paid off for him.
And it is something we'll continue to go with. I think it throws the defense a different look, preparation. And there's a lot of plays there we didn't get to. In hindsight, maybe it would have kept him on the field for the 3rd down play and see what we could execute, just to let him have that series all to himself.
The defensive effort, it's becoming clear that Nathan Shieldhouse is getting that ankle healthy now. He became that dual threat quarterback that he had not been earlier in the year because of the injury. But you guys had some guys coming back from injury, including old 92, Pat Muldoon. He gets 2.5 tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
It's huge for him, and then Brendan Kelly to get out there. And I thought one of the things that last week looking at the Nebraska game, we really wore down in that 4th quarter. We were running out of bodies, and to get Pat Muldoon and Brendan Kelly back, to get our guys back a little bit healthier at the safety position with Shelton Johnson, Desmond Southwood, Michael Caputo, Marcus Trotter, I thought really was a big difference in the second half.
Your linebackers, the tackle distribution, pretty good there. The 12 for Taylor, 10 each for Borland and Armstrong. I know that's what they're supposed to do, but we talk a lot about Taylor and Borland, but has he been grading out pretty well for you too?
He has. Ethan Armstrong is playing as good a football as those two. He obviously doesn't get the press clippings, but our guys love him. They know how hard he competes. And there's another guy has had multiple surgeries, was a walk-on. We've awarded him a scholarship, but he impresses me every day, just the effort that he has and the athletic ability that he has to make plays.
Jared Aberderis, another big day, 117 receiving yards. He's the first Badger since Lee Evans to get 100-plus receiving yards in 3 straight games. That's pretty decent company.
That is decent. That's a first-round draft pick. That's a guy that made a lot of money in the NFL, but the great thing is he's a junior. I think he's getting better every day. Abby is a very gifted and very smart football player, but he's really got some football savvy to him when he goes out there setting up routes, setting up looks. And he's, I think on James's play, he's blocking a guy downfield. So you see that he, not only when he has the ball in his hands does he go really hard, but when others have a chance to score, he does as well.
Yeah, you talk about that. His football IQ is really high, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Matt, too, he was a high school quarterback. Those guys got to learn the whole package, and I think that football IQ has really developed, from his early days as a quarterback, and then also he just really takes the game very, very serious.
4th quarter, as the quarter was winding down, that Badger running game, that had put a smile on your face. Seeing Monte really rip off some good runs, looked like some stuff pretty well blocked. Pretty impressive.
It was. I think our guys did a nice job getting a hat on a hat. Obviously, we needed to close it out with a couple first downs there to seal the victory, especially after Illinois had that score. And Again, I think it was Jared Abadaris with the onside recovery as well, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, just another guy that continues to pop up.
This week's honorary captain, big old Matt Shaughnessy now. And when I say big old, I mean big old. He's a big man now, isn't he?
Charlie thought when he played his senior year, he might have weighed like 255, a real lean. You know, now he's a 290-pound man. I mean, I wish we could get him back. He only played 3.5 years here, you know, because he never redshirted.
That's right.
But a tremendous talent, and gave a great message Friday night.
I was just going to ask you that because he was never a big talker in terms of the media, and he still isn't.
Yeah.
But he knows what to say to
He
his
did.
to guys, right?
He came in Friday afternoon. We had a chance to visit a little bit during the course of the week. I talked to him about, hey, just our kids love to hear about how you go through some of the same things they're going through. And, you know, Matt had a lot of adversity when he was here. He had a torn ACL. He broke his leg going into his senior year, had some family issues that popped up, and Matt kind of gave them the message, hey, you know, every time that there's a roadblock, it's an opportunity to prove that you can do things better. It's just someone trying to challenge you or question you. So I think our kids really enjoyed it, and obviously a great day for Matt.
Less than a minute left here. You told us on the radio that one of the first things you talked about with your team after the Illinois game is the next game, going to Purdue. This league, Brett, is so crazy. We know Purdue's coming off a tough outing against Michigan, but Michigan State rallies on the road, wins. Penn State, big rally at home. Week to week, it just seems like you never really know, do you?
I think in this league, more cases than ever, anybody can get anybody on any given Saturday. And our guys need to lock in and understand the preparation has a huge effect on Saturdays. And I think our guys are excited to go on the road and see if we can play the way that we did today.
All right, next up, that game down in West Lafayette against the Purdue Boilermakers, 11 o'clock kick Central Time. Stay with us. The coach will rejoin us a little bit later with this week's Great Question of the Week. All that and more as the Badger Sports Report continues.
Defensively as a whole, we all played well. It was fun. I was able to kind of feed off that energy. You know, it's really easy playing out there with, you know, the D-line playing well, the secondary, those guys stepping in. You know, when they make calls and they're, you know, I know they got my back, I'm able to play a lot faster. I think we definitely closed out the game pretty well. You know, offense definitely made those guys quit, so that was fun to watch.
We were one of the only teams in the country that hadn't had an interception. So it was kind of like, you know, it's kind of like an icebreaker, you know, and now, you know, kind of the air, I feel like the air is a little more clear instead of trying to work hard to get that first interception. And now we're able to just go out there and go play ball. I think it just shifted the momentum of the game. You know, they had already scored and they were driving the ball down the field and trying to score again. So, and they were on our side of the field. So as soon as we intercepted the ball, like our offense started getting the ball rolling and our defense stepped up a lot too as well. So
I think that, you know, for a lot of us, it's been hard, you know, a lot of stress on us just thinking about what can we do to make it better. You know, we've been so close in so many different areas. You know, what is it for us that's going to make it easier for us and make us score those touchdowns? And I think when you start doing that, it kind of takes that stress off a little bit, and it's definitely a little bit of a relief. Between the team, you know, everyone was saying, okay, well, you need to play a little better, I need to play a little bit better, and so it was about just playing for each other and going out there and having a little fun. Fourth quarter is a little bit more fun. It's definitely a lot easier to have some fun when you're doing the things that you want to be doing and scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, they're more Badger football. I wouldn't say more fun, but you always try to have fun out there on the football field. No matter if you're winning or losing, you still gotta have fun because you never know when you can come back in the game. But in the third and fourth quarter, we took the lead and we just tried to really just finish our opponent off. And we just gotta play 4 quarters. I mean, we ended the game real nice today, but we gotta start the game a little bit better. No, we're not frustrated. You know, we're just out here playing the game we love. You know, I thought it was fun out there today. You know, especially that second half, we just started having fun. You know, playing the game together. I mean, that's my brothers out there that I'm playing with. So that's kind of how we treat it. And you know, we got each other's backs. We're gonna have fun out there. And you know, I was excited to see that. So there's no really disappointment. We'd like to play, you know, good all 4 quarters, but you know, something's gonna happen. We just got to bounce back, and we did today. So
that was really big for us. Obviously, we needed to win the game, so we needed to score some points then. So it was good to see us do that, and then getting the run game going, getting the pass game going. You know, helps build confidence in everyone. Everyone kind of realizing we got to get going because, you know, the first half didn't go the way we wanted to, and we need to start playing more complete games, I'd say, but it was really good to see us finish the way we did.
Looking for pregame plans before watching the Badgers at Camp Randall? Badgerville is back with new food choices, live music, plus all your favorites, including autographs with current UW teams, appearances by Badger legends, the UW Band, and of course, Bucky. Open 2.5 hours before kickoff just north of Camp Randall Stadium. It's time to head back to Badgerville.
Shieldhouse wants to throw. Badgers bring it 4. Left side pass, and that's intercepted across the 20-yard line of Wisconsin. Devin Smith. Stabby in the gun. Takes the snap, pressure coming, dumps it off. White catches right side, 30, 35, to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. White down the far sideline, to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wisconsin. James White down the right sideline. Badgers on the board. Fake the handoff. Shieldhouse under pressure. Sack inside the 30-yard line by Ethan Heemer. They'll mark at the 27 of Illinois. James McGuire will snap. Drew Meyer will hold. Kyle French with a 46-yard attempt. It is in the air, and it is good. Kyle French from 46 yards away, and the Badgers lead for the first time today. Watson ball in the eye. Handoff, Monte Ball off the right side. Jukes outside of the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Oh, a sweet move from Monte Ball, and the Badgers lead it 16-7. Gordon motions to the left. They'll fake the sweep to him. Play fake. Stabby has a man wide open. He throws deep down the middle. Abradaris got it. 15. Slanting right. 10. 5. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Stabby to Abradaris. 59 yards. 23-7. The Badgers. Badgers into their nickel package. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Back to throw. Shieldhouse. Badgers rushing 4. Backside pressure. In trouble is Shieldhouse. Down he goes. Brought down, I think that was Muldoon. It was Pat Muldoon getting to the quarterback. They'll mark at the 48 of Illinois. First down, Wisconsin. Handoff, Monte Ball off the right side to the 15. Breaks the tackle, 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Monte Ball. 30-14, Wisconsin with 3:26 remaining.
Hey, Coach, we've heard you have a big announcement. Can you tell us what it is?
It's Chevy Truck Month at your Badgerland Chevy dealer.
Right now, get up to $8,000 in total value savings on a Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition.
More Wisconsin buyers choose Chevy over the competition.
Choose from over 900 new Chevy Silverados and more arriving daily, all with huge savings during Chevy Truck Month.
Hey, Coach, are you a Chevy fan?
I'm a big Chevy fan, and when you test drive one, you'll be one too. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
What light does gets in your head. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. Because what light does weighs on you. Do what light does in the 7.9-ounce Audi 05 Star.
Where others saw lumber, we recognized a treasure. Where others saw the night, we chose the stars. Where others saw pieces, we unlocked the puzzle that could mean the end of paralysis and cancer. Since 1848, thinkers and achievers at Wisconsin have fearlessly sought ideas that transform the world. Keep on, Wisconsin. Keep on.
Anybody who has been to Camp Randall Stadium knows that a Badger game day experience is much more than the game itself. One of the newer hotspots before the game to visit, Badgerville. Where would that be? Well, it's right behind the north end of the stadium, and it has a little something for everyone.
It's really intended to be a place for Badger fans to gather before games,
that maybe don't have a place to tailgate, or are just maybe they've already eaten and they're just walking toward the stadium and they just want to come hear some music, or they want to come hang out with fellow Badger fans, or maybe they haven't eaten and they do want to grab some food, or if they've got kids with them, there's kids events there. There's kids inflatables, and you can get autographs and that kind of thing. So I think we wanted to make it kind of a something for everyone type of event that that just is a good hangout for Badger fans. It's free. It's really an event for people to gather and be festive before the game.
The atmosphere, it's really enthusiastic.
Oh my gosh, everything, the camaraderie, wow, it's friendly, love it.
Well, I like it because I think it's people friendly, and I like it when you have all the entertainment and you have the people come in, sometimes the cheerleaders and stuff. No, I like it very much.
I like just the atmosphere with the number of people around, good food, the band. Like to see Barry come out.
Barry Alvarez. The man comes around because he should, and he built the program, and he's just that good.
Badgerville today, seeing Barry Alvarez, big history about the Badgers and, all these smiling faces. So it's all good.
It's a good, casual, family-friendly spot for people to come and hang out before a game. And, like I mentioned, there's a kids area there. You can come, Coach Alvarez will come out and sometimes he talks. If you want to have a drink or you want to have some food, that's great. If you want to just hear music, that's great. We've got a big screen TV out there.
I like the band and the basketball.
There's a band playing, and then they have free face paint and stuff, and then basketball and jump house and pictures. And
what about the food? Food's very reasonable. Great food prices.
We get to eat brats all day.
So what do you like best about Badgerville?
The food.
Great food, great drinks, great company. Awesome. Yeah.
Really, compliments go to our marketing staff, in particular Ryan Sedeby does a nice job with organizing a lot of it. Our food and beverage staff, facilities is very helpful, event management's helpful, the police. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of components into it, but the staff does work hard at it, and it's a whole event unto itself prior to the big event. So, but it's been a good event, and we're happy with it, and kudos to those who are helping to put it on.
Football, Wi-Fi, wings. Now that's a business plan. Glad you like it. Question is, how are you liking charter business?
Well, our internet's a lot more powerful than with phone company DSL. It can actually run all this now. Plus, we've got reliable phone, and we're saving like crazy.
Another everyday victory. Let me see your end zone dance.
No, I don't dance.
All right, let's just do a flying chest bump and call it a day.
To save over 25% versus the phone company and get up to a $500 gift card, call now.
Hello, may I start?
Special, medium, water, lemon, 3 ice cubes. Thank you. Less, more, no. Perfect. No, that guy.
Hi.
No.
Hello.
No.
Hi.
Yes. I'll take the Elantra, please.
Great. Which one?
An easy decision just got harder. Sorry about that. The Elantra, now also available in Coupe and GT. From Hyundai.
When you buy Wisconsin dairy products, your hard-earned dollar brings you more than just the quality and great taste you know and love. It supports the dairy industry, which in turn reinvests that money back into your community, resulting in better public services, abundant recreation opportunities, and a beautiful place to call home. In all, dairy contributes $26.5 billion to Wisconsin's economy and eventually comes back to benefit you. To learn more, visit youtube.com/dairyimpactwisconsin.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the crowning achievement in college athletics, awarded annually to the nation's best overall program in each division, both women's and men's sports. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup proudly honors exceptional student athletes and their schools. To follow your favorite team, visit thedirectorscup.com. Look for standings regularly in USA Today, or follow the Learfield Sports Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. The Learfield Sports Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
The Badger Sports Report with Bret Bielema is brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, Coca-Cola, Charter Communications, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, Hyundai, Adidas, and UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
This week's Great Dane Great Question of the Week comes from Mel in Racine, who wants to know, Coach, how much have you had to adjust practices during midterm exams going on?
Mel, it's a great question. Actually, this week we had a number of guys. I think we had over 40 guys that were involved in midterm exams, and obviously they put a lot of preparation in during the course of the week for game planning, but now to couple that with the academic requirements, again, it really goes down to the kind of kids that we recruit, kids that believe and understand that, obviously football is very, very important, but the academics and staying on top of your grades and moving forward to get a degree when you leave here is very, very, very important to us as coaches. And I think our kids handle it pretty well.
I'd say you've had a little bit something to brag about in that area academically for more than a year, for the last 2 or 3.
I believe we had 23 All-Big Ten, academic All-Big Ten players a year ago, and I believe this past spring we had our 3rd straight cumulative GPA, the highest it's ever been here. So we recruit the student athlete, fortunately for us, and it does carry over in the field as well. I mean, guys are able to make smart plays on the field and make good decisions.
All right, Mel, we thank you for your question. The Great Dane with 4 locations in Madison, the east side of town, as well as downtown, Hilldale, and Fitchburg, where Coach Bielema's radio show takes place at the Fitchburg Great Dane every Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and there is a Great Dane up in Wausau as well. That'll do it for us this week. Badgers hit the road at an 11 o'clock kick this Saturday down at Ross-Ade Stadium against the Purdue Boilermakers. Join us next week as we recap that game and look ahead to the next home encounter with Minnesota. Thanks for watching.
For more than 60 years, the Mendota Gridiron Club has been a loyal supporter to the Badger football program. In my 20 years in college football, I have never seen anything like the Mendota Gridiron Club. As a member, you'll get closer to the program with weekly meetings during the season, special events, golf outings, and more. In today's tough economy, we appreciate your support now more than ever. Become a part of something special. Become a Mendota Gridiron Club member today.
What light does gets in your head. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. Because what light does weighs on you. Do what light does in the 7.9 ounce Audi 05 Star.
We are not magicians or superheroes. We have no special powers or magic wands. We cannot pull rabbits out of our hats or make things disappear. We are not magicians, but some days we do perform a little magic. We are the world-class physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at the American Family Children's Hospital at the University of Wisconsin. UW Health. Remarkable.